Hey guys, it's Lina Judah from the Guild 7 from Thunderhorn server. So glad to be with you on another video, and I know I haven't made a video in a long time. Sorely apologize. Busy things that I've been doing here. But I'm back for a marksman video that I wanted to do for 6.2. Now that all the hunters are forced to basically be marksmen, switch from BM. But even though I was survival, yay, survival. But survival, if you look at any graph right now, it's just I tear every single time. RIP survival until hopefully the next expansion. But right now we're talking about marksmen. So people want to know what is up with marksmen. Like, how can I pump out the DPS? What do I look for in marksmen? You know, what's the abilities? What talents do I do? Like, what is it exactly? Because I know a lot of us, you know, mainly me, I haven't not played main marksman in a while. And honestly, I would not be playing marksman, if y'all have seen any of my previous videos, if survival was like 1,000 or 2,000 less in single target than marksman. But if you look right now, guys, it's like almost a 17, 18,000 DPS difference. If you have the 4 set, if you have your tier 18 4 set, it's about a 17 to roughly 18,000. That is huge. Super huge for single target. And then it just goes up from there from AoE. But it's just, I could not understand Blizzard's mentality, and people were complaining in the, 6.2 Q&A, why did you nerf demo locks to the ground? I didn't even think survival was that far down in the totem pole. Like, even Shadow Priests, I mean, no offense to Shadow Priests, but Shadow Priests are doing better than survival hunters, so. Then again, I digress, so let's look at it, guys. So right now, I'm going off of the Azerothians website, and if you even go to, like, summonstone.com, Icy Veins are great tools for you as a hunter to go to and look at their guides, their DPS rotations, and honestly, marksman is super easy. It's nothing complex. You don't have to worry about dot management. All you have to worry about is cooldown management. Cooldown management is going to be the make or break of your rotation and prioritizing your steady shots to your aim shots. Those are the two casting abilities you will have. Once you get tier 18, aim shot will be instant cast, so then you're going to want to switch it up a bit. So right now, if you don't have tier 18 4 set, this is if you don't have tier 18 4 set, you want to go and do Throw of the Hunt. Never change that, ever. You're going to want to stick with Throw of the Hunt all the time. Stampede all the time, no matter what the situation calls for. Even if you have ad management, even people like Azerothians say that Stampede still by far does the most damage, even if you can use Murder of Crows at some of a reset, for ad management. So Stampede all the way, guys. Now this is where the level 90, level 100 talents kind of differ right now. If you are doing the first boss of Hellfire Citadel, you're going to want to go with Barrage. Because Barrage, you can still single target, zone in on a certain boss, but Barrage will just, of course, do the most damage to all the other ads and stuff. So you're going to want to go with Barrage for, like, the Assault, the Hellfire Citadel Assault, which is the first boss of Hellfire Citadel. Really, other than that fight, you're going to want to use Glaive Toss. Because of course for the the Reaver, oh my god, I'm like missing out on names. So basically Hellfire, so Iron Reaver, you're gonna want to use Glaive Toss. Chromok, you're gonna want to use Barrage, of course, for the hands. But even then, the hands don't happen too often, so it's your personal preference. If you are the highest dealing person in your raid, and you want to make sure that those hands die immediately, then Barrage will definitely be the thing to do. Now, to me in our raid, the hands die so fast because of everyone's AoE at the same time, so I don't really see the point in going with Barrage, because Barrage does not overtake Aim Shot. Aim Shot is going to be number one at the end of every fight. Aim Shot will be your number one damage dealing ability. So Aim Shot you have to prioritize over Barrage, unless it is going to be a onslaught of barrages, meaning like the Hellfire Assault. Even the Council fight, you can probably go with Barrage, because you have usually two targets you're going to be going with for the majority of the fight. So, but even then, a lot of people stay to single target and make sure, because council is also a very, it depends on your raid. It depends on what you do in your raid. It depends how much damage you do in your raid to determine whether you want to go true single target or if you want to do a little bit of AoE. It's really up to you on your makeup. I usually go with glaive toss on a lot of the fights myself because it's usually zero targeting certain ads and making sure you single target ads down. Even though there are ads, you're going to want to single target them down. So that's just what I have to say about glaive toss to barrage. Now, lone wolf is going to be the one thing you will use without the tier 18 force set. You're never going to want to go into exotic munitions. You're never going to want to go into focusing shot. Even if you have barrage, you're still not going to want to go with focusing shot. You're going to want to go with barrage lone wolf, because lone wolf right now just does crazy amounts of damage compared to focusing shot. Now, once you get the tier 18 force set, however, you're always going to want to go with barrage, no matter single target or AoE, and you're always going to want to go with focusing shot. So basically, once you get your tier 18 force set, it's basically going to look like this. Boom. That's with your tier 18 force set. Now, me personally, I don't have the tier 18 force set yet. I just got the 2 set right now. So I'm still using glaive toss to lone wolf for this demonstration purpose for doing ads or doing this training dummy exercise. So glyphs, really, it's all up to you. I've gone over this on several videos before, and I'm pretty sure you're going to want to know. So I go with liberation, I go with chimera shot, and I go with deterrence. That's just me personally. I mean, there's other options if you feel like are better for you in that sense, but that's just what I use. And honestly, it's not really going to help as far as DPS. It's more for utility and defensive purposes, so it's not really a make or break for anything. But now on to what people want to know. Rotation, rotation, rotation. How do you do rotation? So I don't know if I have any. Yeah, this is just, I wish I had something to really show you from the raids I was doing last night. But on Hellfire Citadel Assault, as a marksman hunter, I can finish off that fight pulling anywhere between 70 to 76,000 on that fight. Now with the Hell Reaver, I can pull anywhere between 60k to 65k on that single target fight, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Like I don't remember my damage more or less, but usually if you're doing it right, you won't be pulling 50 k DPS. So basically right now, this is what I'm going to show you. Now I don't really have any flasks or anything like that. It's just me with the lone wolf buff and me, can I click that off? Okay. So this is just me with, bare minimum stats. Now always when you're lone wolf, you're going to want to use your crit buff, because that's, you're all about crit. And basically, the other thing I wanted to go over too, I'm sorry that I didn't mention it before, if you didn't know, but Azerothian will tell you, Icy Veins will tell you what your stat priorities are, which will basically be critical strike and multi-strike. So critical strike will be until about 50%, they say. Once you get to crit to about 50%, you're going to want to lay off of crit and mostly go into multi-strike after that. So that's pretty much that, and all the other stats is pretty much irrelevant at that point. Which will be haste mastery and versatility. And you can see that I have 0 haste, I have almost 0 versatility, and my mastery is kind of like pshaw. So right now that'll be that. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of rotation. Now when I open on a fight, you're going to want to pre-pot, stampede, rapid fire, chimera shot, glaive toss, and then work on your barrage. But work on your aim shot. So by that time, you're going to want to have hopefully your thrill of the hunt proc by that time, so that way you can cast your aim shot 3 times with lowered focus cost, which will take it from 50 focus to 30 focus. So, and usually with Bloodlust, it makes it to where you can literally aim shot all day afterwards until Chimera Shot comes off of cooldown. So, as you can see, pre-pot, stampede, rapid fire, Chimera Shot, glaive toss, see, and then you have your aim shot good to go. You're going to want to aim shot, aim shot, aim shot, into chimera shot, go back to aim shot, and look, I haven't even steady shot once. And basically right there you can do glaive toss again, chimera shot again, get some focus back, And that's pretty much it. And right there, I'm already doing almost 70k, 68k. So really, at this point, you're just going to want to manage your aim shot. So you're going to want a steady shot when you can to get the focus you need to go back to aim shot. And you're going to want to keep on aim shotting like crazy and making sure that you can get that thrill of the hunt proc. And once you keep getting the thrill of the hunt proc, you're just going to want to just keep aim shotting. It's not a complicated rotation at all. And basically, you're going to want to use Chimera Shot on cooldown, making sure you have enough focus to do Chimera Shot on cooldown, making sure you have enough to do Glaive Toss. And Glaive Toss is only 15 focus, so it's not really that much of a difference. Now, the only reason why I'm getting that 20 extra focus is because of the old Tier 17 2-set, which gives you the 20 focus when you crit on an aim shot. So, which makes it very nice to have that 2-set and then the brand new 2-set, which basically makes you get rapid fire for like I think 4 seconds when you crit on your Chimera Shot. So that's really nice. But basically that's it. I mean, I have 0 buffs, I have no flasks, and I'm sustaining literally almost 50k. So it's very, very, very nice. You know what I mean? And all I'm doing right now is literally prioritizing my aim shots. Do everything on cooldown, go back to aim shot, and keep aim shotting. It's not very complicated. So, you know, like with survival's very complicated. You know, BM is a little bit more complicated because of your focus fire that you have to worry about. But other than that, it's really all about managing your cooldowns, making sure you hit your rapid fire on cooldown, making sure that you do certain things on cooldown so that way you can get off as many aim shots as physically possible. And that's basically how you do the rotation. It's not that complicated. And right now, like I said, I'm just kind of doing it nonchalantly as I'm talking and stuff so I can show you guys, but really, it's not that complicated. So that's basically it, guys. I mean, there's really not much I can make more on this video to go and overemphasize. It's pretty cut and dry what you need to do in order to be a great hunter. Now, I'm being stationary as well, but also with Azerothian's own personal website, which I'm going to put on the description below, so that way if you've never heard of who this Azerothian guy is, he's one of the top hunters in the world. So he's very, very good. He is super duper smart when it comes to parses, when it comes to what trinkets you should use and all that other stuff. So another thing I would like to mention too is with the weapon. Your weapon is going to be the majority decider of how much DPS you can do. I was looking on Mr. Robot earlier today, and the crafted engineered weapon, the gun, if you can bring that up to 705 eye level with the crit and multi-strike even, it is the 3rd best in slot weapon, not including mythic. So it is a very, I'm actually right now trying to get the bloods and all that together so I can redo that, or so I can get that weapon. But that's a little, you know, tidbit I wanted to mention real quick as far as your weapon, because your weapon is going to be the majority of your DPS. That weapon damage is all marksman right there. So if you can be able to craft that 705 gun, that is going to be a huge increase in your DPS overall as far as the raid goes. So that's it for my video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you like my content. If you want more on the hunter, the marksman hunter, or just the hunter in general, I also do campfire discussions regarding WoW topics, regarding the hunter class, regarding other classes, regarding just everything that, you know, the World of Warcraft includes. So again, my name is Lion of Judah from the Guild 7 from Thunderhorn server. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys, and I will see you guys for another time.